Welcome back. My name is Timothy Judkins. I am here with
Chimera Garrett.
And we have a special guest today that I'm going to bring in real quick if she's going to slide through to say what's up. Because, you know, when somebody stops in the office, we always got to give them time to say what's up and whatnot. You know what I mean? So we got Kelsey here. You know, she's moving and grooving today. Monday booming.
Yeah.
Happy Easter to everybody.
Easter. Yeah. How was your weekend?
Chaos. Did everything underneath the sun, from arts and crafts with the kids to scavenger hunting to mowing the lawn to cooking meals. It was activity filled. Yes. How was yours?
I got licensed in West Virginia. So
Congrats.
I passed my test Tuesday.
Congrats.
I had a couple showings.
In West Virginia?
No, not
Okay,
yet.
okay.
New listing on the market, so you actually filmed for it.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 35 acres.
I was about to say, it's a lot of land. It was hard to get it in that, because the cell service gets weird when you kind of come into that valley, and I was kind of terrified to get too high in the air and lose the drone. But yeah, it's a lot of land out there.
Yeah, it is really nice. I've already got a couple of leads from it, so we're excited.
I saw that. All right, Kels, you have a good one. Yeah, a couple leads going? Yeah. So that's awesome. And I think, what's up with the other land listing you have?
That is not going on the market yet.
All right,
We're still waiting.
All right, cool. Because you're getting stuff situated with the parcel and whatnot, I believe.
No,
Sweet.
And then we are under contract on the open house.
Yes. So the one we did open house for last weekend, we're under contract. That post is going around. People have seen that. But I'm also under contract with my property in Bellsville now, also with
really?
Marquita. Yes.
Okay.
So Marquita brought an offer over the weekend, so we're now under contract with that one. So
business is picking up.
we got it going right now. We got it going. We have a few more. My 5-bedroom is coming to the market very soon.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, so we'll be talking to her more today. Might be doing a price drop with some of the things out in Powhatan. I might have a new one coming in Powhatan also. So I don't know how I have the time to do all this stuff, but I'm trying, you guys.
We're making time.
We're putting it together.
Okay.
But let's jump in for the stories for the day.
You got story one?
Yeah.
That is...
We're going to the moon. We already went. We're back again. Or not. I don't know. A lot of conspiracies. Yeah, that one. But supposedly this is the furthest a manned crew has ever went, because instead of going and landing, they are doing a loop-de-loop around and coming back. AI, massive investments. You let those conspiracy guys poke holes into that one. We'll see later on, in life of how that's going. Or
My
if
conspiracy theory is why don't we see what's going on with the sea,
the ocean.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and
Why
you know
are we
what?
exploring it?
And let's connect the two for 3 seconds. So the funny thing is that when NASA prepares people to go out into space to do this, all of their training is actually underwater.
Okay. That is crazy.
Right? So is that space in between supposed to be like water, and that's why they have to train underwater?
Yeah.
But like you said, if the stuff already works in underwater, why don't we just keep going?
Yeah, why don't we discover what's going on there?
I think, what was that thing?
We love a good conspiracy theory.
Sorry, you guys. What was that one submarine?
That ended up exploding or something? That happened. I feel like it happened yesterday, but it happened a while ago.
That's probably why.
Okay.
If somebody was going to give you a reason why we don't go too deep,
That's why.
we're afraid of blowing up.
Yeah.
Apparently. So that's a thing. So that's our story one. That's like one of the biggest things going around. One of the funny things is that people say that a lot of people aren't paying attention to it. We're paying attention. We just want to see, what do you find out? What's going to happen? What's next with that? That's all.
Story two. So housing market is in a holding pattern as rates hit 7-month high. Housing market is currently in a pause as mortgage rates climb to their highest levels in 7 months. So the mortgage rates are high for the 7-month high. Monthly payments are up to roughly $100. Plus, the buyer demand is starting to slow down. Sellers are hesitant to start listing. And then the spring market momentum is being disrupted. So both sides of the market are currently just at a pause.
Yeah. And that's because there's so many things that's going on. The mortgage, like you said, the mortgage rates are rising. We got this whole Iran and Israel thing. Oil prices are rising. I've kind of seen the gas price rise. We're not too crazy out in this area, but it is considerably jumped. I want to say like 30, 40 cents.
Especially traveling, I feel like all over.
Yeah, my people in California, they're losing it.
Yeah.
They're losing it. So there is some people who other places are like $7-8
Yeah.
a gallon. So it is a thing. But
are you seeing buyers sit out on the fence right now?
No. I think
neither.
everybody is kind of like, if you're in it, you're in it right now. If you're planning to do it, you're planning to do it, and you're going all the way with it. So I don't think this spring is going to be that impacted yet, but we'll see how things.
Yeah, I know our story is saying that people are starting to slow down, but I feel like we're really picking up right now too.
Especially on the seller side.
Yeah.
And I have the reason why coming up.
Okay, we'll hit it with the third.
So price cuts take a back seat.
We've been preaching this, I feel like, in previous episodes.
And sellers pivot to a realistic listing strategy. Okay? Somebody's following me.
Yeah.
Somebody hears
We're listening to
the
this,
show's
yeah.
going somewhere. I appreciate it. So instead of playing this, let's price reduce. Why don't you just come in with what you want, what we can do, maybe 2 price reductions from that, but have a game plan, have a strategy. The whole idea of, I'm trying to make the most money I can out of that. How about you make some money this year? How about we actually get the job done instead of trying to get this imaginary number that, my neighbor got it during 2019, 2020. Well, that's not this year. And so if you want to get the deal done this year, talk to people who are getting deals done this year. You know what I mean? So it's kind of one of those things. I just like to see that there are more people coming to the market, going under contract immediately and not playing the game of riding the market for weeks on end. So that is an awesome story to see. Hopefully we have more of that happening in the future.
I feel like overpricing definitely hurts the seller.
What? So I remember when we were filming that 30 acres on Sardis, and he was going back and forth with you about how much he should list for. And that was something that you kept pushing back on, like, we can ask for all this, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, how long does he want to wait for the sale to happen? And then I remember him saying something, there's a few people locally who are interested also. So is that going to mess up? And not necessarily mess up, but is that going to rub people the wrong way? Knowing how much you got the property for, or knowing what's going on with the property and things like that. So it's great to hear you have those conversations and them think about these things when it comes to pricing, because at the end of the day, you can start out $3 million. Let's do it. You know what I mean? But we'll see that happen in 2029, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those things, and some, clients don't mind it, but at the end of the day, we're just trying to get the deal done. The faster we can get it done, the easier both of our lives are going to be. The faster we go under contract makes us look better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, we're here to help you. So if you think it's going to take 12 years to get it done, then bro, 12 years, we gonna do it then, I guess, right?
Okay, you want to do buyer seller tip of the week?
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm on buyer today.
Let's do that.
So I love our topic today. Don't wait for perfect. Look for opportunity. With the market in a holding pattern, this is actually one of the best times to buy because this means less competition and more negotiating power. So less buyers in the market is obviously going to be less competition, and sellers are being more realistic right now. So the best deals don't happen when the market is hot. They happen when the market is quiet.
Ooh, that's true.
I love this tip.
That's true. I feel like everybody who's got the craziest deals, nobody even knew. Nobody knew that this was happening. They were right there, right when it was about to happen. I like to tell people all the time, one of the craziest transactions I helped put together was with my father out in Maryland, and we sold his house for $700,000, and then we moved him into a 1.1 million, and he had like a 2% interest rate because we was right in that pot. He called me. I didn't even know it was all that. He was like, "No, today's the day. This is the time. We have to make it." So as long as you're paying attention, stay on top of these shows. And the thing is, you could find one of the craziest deals, make the best out of your property if you just stay on top of it.
And honestly, having a real estate agent is going to help you.
That's the only way you can, because we have
They're gonna
lives.
know the market. Yeah, they're going to know the market. They're going to already have people lined up.
And they know what to do. And they've done this multiple times before you showed up, right? So my seller tip for the day, I don't even have to beat you up today because you already know what's going on. So you guys are already coming to the market correctly, priced right, and doing the exact thing that buyers are looking for. They're not looking to go back and forth. They want to move this year. They've already worked their lives to get to this point. Respect that. right? So it's like I've worked so hard to get my credit together, to pay off my debt, to save up money, and then now you want to wiggle the price, right? This is how the buyers are looking at it. It's so now that they have the negotiation ability, they have a limited window with these the war, the rates, or whatever it may be. The people who are being the most realistic, the ones who are caring about the legacy moving on and actually getting people homes, those are the sellers who are winning right now. Mm-hmm. Those who are like trying to get their highest price, hopefully you get it. That's the only thing I can really say when it comes to that. But at the end of the day, this is why you have an agent. This is why you should get an agent if you don't have an agent. Chimera's available. I'm available. There's a bunch of agents in the area. Kelsey just left. We have a different flavor for everybody, okay? That's what we're trying to get at. So at the end of the day, if you have any questions, if you guys want to ask us any certain topics you want us to go over, things like that, go over to the Realty Resource Report page on Facebook.
We should be able to start going live soon.
We tried again this morning. Yeah. It's the 60-day hold that it says, but we're going to keep working it as far as I'm concerned. And we'll add more to the page. We're kind of getting into this open window where things are going to get interesting in the next couple of weeks.
So we have a lot of new things coming.
You saw a new video drop from her. We got other ones on the way. So stay tuned.
I'll catch you guys next time.
We'll see you guys soon. All right.